I can be your only friend when you need 'em. I'll keep you coming back again. You can call me anytime. I can make you feel fine.
Hi, I'm kind of nervous to be doing this because this is my first actual YouTube video. I was not really tagged, I guess, but kind of nudged and encouraged by my friend DIY Raven. Some of you guys might have seen her seamstress tag. She has always encouraged me in sewing and everything related to it, so figured I would join in on the Holly Sews seamstress tag as well. I'm Emerald. I live in Fort Worth, Texas, which is kind of near Dallas, if you guys don't know. I have a blog and a website, emeraldsocialclub.com. I teach sewing, and I have a sewing retreat that I'm doing come next March. It's March 9th through 12th next year. It'll be a little bit outside of Fort Worth, a little bit kind of in the country, but it's a nice little retreat house, and I would love for you guys to come if you're interested. Of course, you can go to my website, which I'll link at the end if you guys are interested in it at all. But on with the seamstress tag. When and why did I start sewing? Since I already told you a little bit about who I was. I have always liked the kind of crafty things, the decorating, the, making things, all of that. Has kind of been something in me. I remember even as much as a little girl when my mom would teach us at home. That was always the stuff I enjoyed the most. So it was definitely something I always enjoyed. But as far as sewing, actually, I did a little bit when I was in high school. We were like the last class to actually have home ec at our school. So I did that. I was interested in it, but I didn't follow through with it because I was kind of told, well, that's not something that's going to be like money making or anything like that. So I loved it and wanted to do it, but I was kind of discouraged. I don't think anyone was trying to discourage me because of that, but your parents and things have different ideas. Well, I actually had gone to a party with my boyfriend, now husband, for one of his friends' birthday parties down in Houston. And the girls' party, who it was, had kind of, towards the end of the night, some guy she liked came and kind of started to, she started talking to him more, and there were a whole lot of other people. So me, being the social person that I am, just kind of started talking to some other people. We all got some wine, Moscato to be exact, and just started talking and enjoying other people and things like that. And that's actually where I met Raven. We started talking, and she told me she sewed and she had a blog and all of that. And I was like, wow, like someone who's like under 60 sews, like I said, it was something I was interested in. So I kind of looked at the things that she had, and, she encouraged me to, get sewing and get blogging. So that's where I started. My favorite or proudest make, I would say my current proudest make is actually my, it's by Hand London, the Victoria blazer. Really, right now, that's my proudest make. I love it. I love how that blazer can go with anything, and I have plans to make a few more. My most disastrous make. I had to think about this because I've been sewing for about 5 years now. And there's been some disasters, but you kind of try to put those things behind you. So I found an old disastrous make. I know I never posted because it's like the most shameful thing ever. It's the simplest dress, and I just couldn't get it right. It's actually the tank dress by Sew Caroline. It's a very simple dress, but this is far too big for me. I noticed that in most clothes, whether it be ready to wear or anything that I make, I usually have to make a shortened adjustment on dresses to get them to fit the way that they fit everyone else. So I tried that, and it ended up too short, where the pockets hang out the bottom of the dress. Yeah, not cute at all. I don't even know why I still have this. I think it's because I really like the fabric, but I've never worn this dress. There's just no salvaging it. The bias tape, I use that prepackaged stuff, and it's actually coming apart. Yeah, so no thank you. My favorite place to go fabric shopping. Well, here there's quite a few places, but there's a lot of quilting shops that really don't have a lot of fashion fabrics. So, you know, you would think in an area this big that there would be more, but there's really not. So I have to say I go to Joann quite a bit, and really like to shop online. Now that I've been sewing for a while, I have a couple of places that my go-to online fabric places that I know have good quality stuff, and I can kind of figure out what the quality is going to be just by their descriptions, and that's fabric.com, lowpricefabrics.com, and when I do need something a little bit more crafty or anything, also heartsfabric.com is a good one, but for more crafty-ish kind of things, there's also hawthornthreads.com. So more of my shopping now is online. There is one good place here, Fabrique Fabrics. It's actually in Plano, which is about 45 minutes away from me. And it really stresses me to drive there for some reason. I have an issue where I don't mind driving out of town, but driving somewhere in town, I don't know. It just really stresses me to go over there. I went and I loved it. My friend Maria came, and it's a wonderful shop, but it's going to take me some doing to get back over there. I almost tried it again, and I got scared and I couldn't go. My most used pattern is actually another Sew Caroline pattern. It is the Out and About dress. I have made 7, and yeah, about to make another one. Made various lengths, various types of fabrics, and I just love that dress. I love the simplicity of it. I love how you can change it, add details, a little less, a little more. It's a wonderfully versatile pattern. Excuse me, my most dreaded sewing task? Hemming. I hate hemming. I hate it with a passion. To be very honest, most of my hemming, I really just take like the Stitch Witchery, and I'll just iron it and make a nice straight hem that way. If it's a better garment, then I will hand blind stitch, which I feel like it looks better once you do that versus actually machine hemming. But I hate it all the same. It's that last step before you're finishing your garment that's so necessary, but it's so hated. My favorite sewing task, and this is strange too, I actually like setting in sleeves. I don't know, something about just a perfectly done sleeve when you turn it out and it's perfect, love it. I don't think I ever really had a lot of problem with sleeves. I hear people that do, and I don't know if it's like a built-up fear, like, oh, I feel like I should be scared of sleeves because everyone else is, but I actually love it. My favorite sewing entertainment. Most of the time, I like silence. Perfect silence. And it's strange because in our house, my sewing room is actually above our living room, in which my husband has like a surround sound, and it sometimes can be really loud. So what I do is I put in earplugs, and then I put my over-the-ear Beats on, and I put on like white noise. Perfect silence. Nothing. But as of lately, though, I have watched a lot more YouTube videos, I guess, because of this Theseamstresstag. So thank you at Holly Sews. And every now and again, I'll listen to podcast or music if I'm in the mood for it. But usually, I just want to hear silence. Print or PDF patterns? I prefer print. It's just there's something beautiful about the printed envelope and just seeing all the views and everything right then and there. Plus, I do trace and reuse my patterns. If I have to grade in between sizes and all, I like to have that there. But I have, as of probably the last year or so, really done a lot with the PDF patterns just because they're so accessible and so easy. You don't have to wait on any shipping. And like I said, because a lot of, I've turned to a lot of indie patterns lately, I really don't want to have to wait on the shipping for them to get here. So a PDF pattern is easy to download and have it immediately. And then the taping together does take time, but it's not going to take you as long as waiting, you know, however long for the pattern to actually be shipped to you. What sewing machine do you use? Several? Okay, so I have a Janome Memory Craft 6600, which I do a lot of the like heavy duty type sewing on. Her name is Jade. Then I have an older Kenmore machine. It's like almost as old as I am. I think it's like an 80 something model, late 80s, I don't know. And that is Lady Kelly. That is probably the machine I use the most. And then I have a serger named Hunter, which is just the Brother 1034D one that a lot of people have. Then I have Miss Olive, which if you guys have seen Miss Olive, she is an older what do they call it, like the clone of the Singer 15 series, which we picked up at a thrift store. It's in a cabinet. She's just absolutely beautiful and so well. And then I actually have two more machines that are not with me. One, my husband's grandmother passed away, and it's an old Montgomery Ward machine, so that was left to me. And then there is a machine at my parents' house as well. So, you know, I found that now that I started sewing, people want to gift me sewing machines, or I happen to find them, and that's just fine. Sometimes actually like looking at them as well, like I'll just go on eBay or something and look at a sewing machine. So relaxing, just looking at sewing machines. Love it. So for the last question is, any other hobbies? Honestly, not a whole lot. I love sewing. The other things that I do are all kind of domestic kind of things because I love doing that. I do like baking. I love decorating my home. That's important to me. All things kind of home. I do like travel, but I like to do, like, I want to save up and do like big travel. Like, I don't like just going somewhere day to day. I could stay at home all day, that's just fine, until it's like a major trip or something like that. Then I'm packing my bags and I'm ready to go. But I mean, other than those things, really, I just love sewing. So as far as who I'm tagging, anybody else who really wants to try this and go for it, a lot of the people who I really would like to see have already been tagged. So just anyone who wants to try the Seamstresstag, I'd love to see your video, because that'll give me a little bit more than silence and give me something else to listen to. But that's all I have. Thank you, my dear friend DIY Raven, for kind of gently nudging me to do a YouTube video, and Holly Sews for creating this great Seamstresstag. I love seeing all you guys' videos. Notice it seems like there's people like all over the world, so I love seeing that. I think that's absolutely fantastic that social media has kind of joined people from all over the world to sew. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys with some more videos and see you guys around the social media soon.